Khloe Kardashian told her kids she's married to Tristan. Khloe Kardashian has told her children that she is married to their father, Tristan Thompson. This is something fans do not understand. She has also lied to her children about their fame. Viewers are not understanding what she is doing by lying to her children. They also worry this is going to cause major issues in their relationship in the future when they find out. Keep reading to find out more about this situation. Khloe Kardashian keeps lying to her children. Khloe Kardashian has lied to her children about a couple of big things. She has told her children that she is married to their father, Tristan Thompson. However, this is not true at all. She is not even dating Tristan. So everyone is confused as to why she would tell her kids they were married. However, she is trying to protect them and not expose them to the hard truth of the world. She also lied about them being famous. Her kids ask how people know her name, and she lies and just says she has been there a lot. Eventually, they are going to find out the truth, and fans are worried about what this is going to do to their relationship with their mother. Fans think this is a bad move for her future. Fans are not happy with Khloe lying to her children. They are worried this is going to take a big toll on them when they grow up and find out the truth. It seems as though Khloe is trying to protect her kids. However, fans are worried that when they find out she has been lying to them, they will never be able to trust her. This is a difficult situation for Khloe to navigate. So some viewers are giving her grace when it comes to this situation. Regardless, it is up to her what she tells her children and what they know. Khloe Kardashian always knew the day would come when her children would ask questions she wasn't quite ready to answer. But she hadn't expected this particular moment to arrive so soon, or in such an unexpected way. It started with little True, now 6 years old, perched on the edge of the kitchen island, swaying her feet and sipping a juice box. Tatum, barely 2, was on the floor trying to put socks on the dog. Khloe was trying to get through a bowl of Greek yogurt and answer emails when True looked up with her signature wide-eyed innocence and asked, "Mommy, are you and Daddy married?" Khloe froze mid-spoonful. Her phone buzzed. A new DM from Malika. Ignore. Her yogurt dripped. Ignore. The question, however, rang like a bell. "Well," Khloe began, drawing in a slow breath. "Why do you ask, baby?" True shrugged like it was no big deal. "Because Dream said parents live together if they're married. And Daddy slept here for 2 nights. So I told her, yeah, my mommy and Daddy are married. Duh." Tatum giggled and threw a sock in the air. Khloe blinked hard. Married? She looked around the kitchen, scanning the island where 2 mismatched sippy cups sat like wedding toasts in a parallel universe. The house was clean. Too clean. As if trying to present itself as a model home to reflect the lie her daughter just told. It wasn't the first time she'd had to confront the blurry lines of her on-again, off-again relationship with Tristan Thompson. But it was the first time her children had become participants in the illusion. And somehow, against her better judgment, and possibly under the influence of too much oat milk, she smiled and said the words she never thought she would. "Yes, baby. We're married." She had no idea why she said it. It slipped out like a sigh from her soul, worn out by years of public scrutiny, internal battles, and one too many sources close to Khloe leaking details of her private life. True gasped like she'd just been gifted a pony. "Really?" Khloe nodded, her voice soft. "We got married in our hearts." Tatum clapped like he understood. That evening, the Kardashian group chat exploded. It started with a picture True had drawn at press school, a stick figure wedding. One figure had long blonde hair, the other wore a basketball jersey. The caption in colorful crayon said, "My mommy is married to my daddy." Kim, what is this? Courtney, Wait, when did you get married? Chris, are we filming this or wait? Kelly, I'm gonna need this in my group chat ASAP. Kendall, LMAO, I cannot. Khloe responded with one emoji. Within an hour, TMZ was exclusively reporting that Khloe and Tristan had secretly remarried in a private Malibu ceremony. No license, no photos, just a source close to the couple confirming it. The source, Likely Dream, who was now telling anyone in Calabasas who would listen that she was going to be the flower girl in Khloe's next wedding. Khloe called Tristan that night. "You'll never guess what happened," she said. He was at his place in Encino, FaceTiming her from the gym. "You changed your hair color again?" "No," she sighed. "I told True we're married." There was a long pause. "Oh," Tristan said. "Like, married?" "No, like in our hearts married." She made an assumption. I didn't correct her. It made her happy. Tristan smiled. "I mean, I've called you my wife before." "You've called a lot of women things before," she muttered. He winced, but said nothing. Despite everything, his cheating scandals, the tabloids, the therapy, there was still a strange warmth that simmered between them, like embers refusing to die out completely. Maybe it was for the kids. Maybe it was real. Maybe it was just inertia. But when they were together, co-parenting, playing tag in the yard, or doing bedtime stories, the outside noise faded away. Still, the world wasn't going to let this fake wedding narrative die. The next day, paparazzi surrounded Khloe as she tried to get into a Pilates class. "Are you really married to Tristan? Where's the ring? Did you elope?" She kept her lips sealed, her sunglasses large, and her car windows tinted. Chris, however, was already running with it. "I booked a chapel," Chris announced at brunch the following Sunday. "For what?" Khloe asked, sipping her matcha. "For the real ceremony. We'll make it a storyline. Dream can officiate." "I'm not actually marrying him, Mom." Chris waved a hand. "The ratings would be phenomenal." Khloe shook her head but couldn't help smiling. Days later, while cleaning out a closet, she stumbled on a velvet ring box. What of the almosts? Tristan had proposed, twice. Once in a dramatic beach setup. Once quietly in her kitchen. She had said no both times. Now she wondered, was the fantasy safer than the reality? Could love exist in a make-believe space for the sake of the children, for the sake of herself? That night, True crawled into her bed, holding a toy bouquet she made from paper towels and glitter. "When are you gonna wear the white dress?" she whispered sleepily. Khloe didn't have an answer. So she wrapped her arms around her daughter and said, "One day, baby." Maybe. But for now, Mommy's married to love. To you. To our family. That's the best kind of marriage. True nodded and drifted off, bouquet still clutched in her tiny hand. Khloe stared at the ceiling, the noise of the world miles away. For now, the fairy tale could live in the space between dreams and reality. And honestly, she was okay with that.